Hello friends, and ahoy from the Virgin Valiant Lady, which is a cruise ship that I'm on today. And you know that cruising hasn't really been a thing I've done a lot. I'm a tour guide. I travel all over the world, but I've been interested in cruises, especially from the point of view of it being a really accessible travel type. So I'm doing the thing I think that you really want me to do, which is to show you how to pack for a cruise. Now you might think that I might actually pack and then check my bag. And you all know, if you followed me for a while, I don't check my bag, I carry it on. And this time was no different. I could have done, but I didn't, because I mean, that wouldn't be my thing. But also, you never know if you're gonna lose your bag, and on a cruise, that would be terrible, because how are they gonna get your bag back to you? So I think it's really important for a cruise that you do your best to check your bag and pack light like usual, but we can do all the things we need to do. So come along with me, and we're gonna get a chance to see the inside of my Virgin cabin, and exactly what it is that I brought with me on this cruise. It's only a 5-day cruise, but I'm going to Disney World after this, so I had to pack for both things. So let's have a look and see what I brought. Andiamo.
Yeah.
Okay, so like I said, I know cruise people typically will bring huge bags. I saw bags that were probably big enough to put me in if I folded myself in half. But I stuck with the carry-on because I had a connection getting here, first of all. And again, if your bag arrives late, how are they gonna get it to you when you're on a cruise ship? So you really, really, really don't want to check a bag if you can avoid it, as usual, but especially for cruises. So what did I do? I brought the TravelPro. This is a wonderful bag. I've talked about it before. We'll have information in the YouTube video for the links for this. It's a really easy bag to work with. It does fit American carry-on sizes. Might be a little trickier in Europe, even if I have taken it to Europe and I've had no problem with it as a carry-on there. It is a little bit big, but it also expands. So you can make it smaller. Well, you should make it smaller on the way over and save room for treats. So that was my rollerboard. And then for my personal item, my backpack, I have this wonderful Tom Bin bag, which is kind of a soft backpack that has a sleeve for my iPad or for my laptop. I actually have both with them with me on this trip. So I'll unpack this as well. So this is for toiletries, this is for extra things, and of course, as usual, my pillow, because I do bring my pillow even on a cruise. Yeah, the pillows are fine on this cruise, and it's nice, but nothing's better than my own down pillow with a silk pillowcase. So this is, for me, my number one thing. I don't actually care about what else I put in my bag. This is the most important thing. So let's get down to it and see what kind of clothes I brought. First of all, you've probably seen this trick before if you followed me for a while. I recently found this very cool caddy like this that you can pack your stuff in. And look, it's got these hooks, and I can just hook it right into the closet. So come with me, and I'll show you how I hook it into the closet and what exactly is in here. Come on, you can come on over. It's okay. I'm not going to show you underpants this time. Well, maybe I will. First of all, you can see there's a very fancy red dress. That is because they have a thing called Scarlet night. Now, cruises all are a little bit different. Here on the Virgin cruise, you don't have to wear a fancy dress. You can wear anything red. So if you want to really lighten your load, don't bring a fancy dress. You can bring a shirt, you can bring, you know, a pair of red shoes, anything you want. It doesn't matter. I decided to do this, and this was very, very light, actually. So this was fine because it's kind of netting and fringe. So that was really fun. The way I've divided this up is these are the foldables, so pants, dresses, things like that. The rollables, t-shirts and shorts. And then down here we have underwear, swimsuits, all of that kind of stuff. So real quickly to show you what I've got in here. I have black dress, just a little shorty black dress. I've got another black dress, solid black dress. This is a prana dress that's kind of stretchy, like an athletic type dress. I've got a cheap linen dress from Target. I've got my pair of pants that I actually wore on the plane. Just really comfortable pants that are not exactly sweats, but they're comfortable and nice. Anything that makes you comfortable on a plane, leggings would do. Linen pants. And then we have under here a little linen jacket, kind of jean style jacket. And then we've got black cotton pants, a nice little dress. Gotta pop those back in so they don't get wrinkled. And then the last thing in there is a cover up. So this is a really sheer light dress. This particular cruise goes to Bimini Beach, which is the Virgin Resort beach in the Bahamas. So we will have one full day on the beach. So I'm gonna wear this over the top of my bikini. Then down here I've got 3 sleeveless shirts because we are in humid and hot weather. I've got workout clothes here, so shorts and a t-shirt because they have a gym and they have a lot of activities on board if you want to do athletics, so that's really fun. A couple of short sleeve t-shirts. And then I've got down here just a backup long sleeve shirt. This is like a gauzy shirt that could kind of go over things to change things up. I always like this, especially because I have a black dress with me. This is just really simple, lightweight button-up shirt, but kind of vacation-y looking and colorful. And I could have worn this actually for Scarlet Night because it's got red in it. So it's up to you how you want to interpret Scarlet Night, but I always like to have a very light shirt like that that I can just toss over the top of anything. What else do I have in here? Oh, we do have other nights, fancy nights, and also nice restaurants. So I brought myself a little sparkle. This is just a cheap top from Target. I'm sure you can find something similar that I can just wear with either over a dress or with just one of those pairs of black pants. I might wear this tonight actually. So I have a little sparkle. There's, you know, on these cruises, this is not a fancy cruise, but lots of people do dress up because when do you get a chance to dress up in reality in your life? So cruise is a great opportunity actually to have some fun. You know, normally I try to tell you pack only the lightest stuff. Pack your most fun stuff. I am thinking about weight. Most of this stuff is pretty light. Yeah, this is just kind of more the same. And then down here I have my swimsuits. I have 2 bikinis and I have 7 pairs of underwear and a sports bra. Sports bra, I just wanted to point out, is a fantastic substitute if you have a wet bathing suit. So you could theoretically bring 1 bathing suit and a sports bra and a bikini bottom and you've got 2 bathing suits, and you know, then you have a backup. I think any kind of cruise like this that goes to a place with islands and water, you want 2 bathing suits because one of them is inevitably going to be wet. Socks, well, I have 1 pair of socks. That's pretty much it. Oh, and the last thing for a Virgin cruise that you do need is you need some cute pajamas. So I just ordered these off of Amazon, little shorts and little, you know, silky pajama top. Really cute, and I think this cost me $20. Maybe it wasn't that much. I don't know if I'd wear this at home, but maybe I would. This is where people have a lot of fun, was with pajamas. You can bring pajama pants, you can bring tank tops. Most people had these exact same pajamas that I'm holding up in front of you. They are from Amazon. Everybody here bought their cruise stuff from Amazon. Seriously, because I'm seeing the same clothes over and over again. But it was actually really fun that everybody kind of showed up with the same pajamas on. Okay, so that's kind of the way I did clothes. You're going to do clothes your own way, but the rule of thumb is keep it light. Don't take as much as you think you need because you can interchange things, you can layer things, but also make it fun. You're on vacation, man. Dress a little sparkly, go a little crazy. Nobody here's ever going to see you again. Dress like as wild as you please. So that was kind of the idea, that I have some safe staples, and especially because I am going to Disneyland after this, but also bring the sparkles and the tassels. When are you ever going to wear these at home? To McDonald's? No. Wear them on a cruise, right? Okay. So let's see what else there is. Shoes. That's probably the #1 thing people ask me about. And believe it or not, I brought all of these shoes with me. They did actually fit in that suitcase. This pair I wore on the plane. So I always wear a pair of runners on the plane because they're the bulkiest. These are naturalizers. They're not very heavy. They kind of squish down. That's for the fancy nights, so I'll probably wear those tonight too, just so we can be a little sparkly. These are my favorite shoes, which all of you probably know I love so much. Teva Mesh Mandolin Wedge flip-flops, because they pack super flat, they weigh absolutely nothing, and they're the most comfortable shoes I own. I wear these almost expressly. I have worn almost no other shoes on the cruise. Flip-flops are really great because a lot of times you take off your shoes to be on deck, so having a pair of nice light flip-flops. And for the men watching, I would recommend like a pair of tennis shoes, a pair of maybe boat shoes, kind of dressier shoes, and a pair of flip-flops. That's probably all you need. And then I brought Tevas, which they're so ugly. I'm sorry, they're so ugly, but they're so useful. So these are going to be for if you're going, like we were in Mexico, and if you were going to go swimming, it's really rocky there. So these are the kind of swim shoes I like to have because they're waterproof. They're leather, but they're okay to take in the water. I've taken these all over the world. They've been to Thailand like 6 times. So I take these with me, and also because Florida weather is a little unpredictable. So you never know when it's going to pour, and having on a nice pair of leather sandals is probably going to be a bad idea. So I highly recommend, if you're on a cruise, especially one departing from Florida, look for a shoe with good sticky tread like this that will not be destroyed. The leather won't be ruined if it rains. And I know they're a fashion crime, but come on, let's just be practical sometimes. So these are my practical shoes. I can hike in these, I can go to Disneyland in these, I can go swimming in these. So yeah, not pretty, but one does what one must, right? So what else? Let's see, I do have a waterproof coat. This is just a Gore-Tex shell from Colombia that I bought. It's a really long one. I always get the men's size because they're a little bit longer, but there are downpours in Florida. So it's really a good idea to bring a waterproof jacket. We have witnessed several downpours, and then it opens up and it's nice and sunny and hot. But for those moments when it is pouring, you will not be sorry if you bring a waterproof coat. One more thing I think I wanted to point out to you guys, always bring compression socks for planes. You don't need them here. I wear them only on the plane, but of course the flight here was a total of 7 hours in the air from Seattle to Florida. So these are super, super useful. Don't forget them. They're good for your health. You don't want a blood clot. Just do the thing Mama tells you. Get yourself some compression socks. So that's pretty much everything that came in this bag. Let's see if there's anything else. Oh, I have in here my little emergency baggie that goes in every backpack that has all the emergency supplies, tampons, antibiotics, the kind of packs for like electrolytes, all the things that I don't want to know that I need. I don't want to need these things, but it's good to have your emergency bag of all the things that will solve problems for you, because if you're on a cruise and you get sick or you get an accidental period or something weird happens, where are you going to go to fix that problem? So this is also something you need to think about when you pack for a cruise. There's not like a general store on board. So if you're going to need some kind of antibiotics, like you might want to bring aspirin, you might want to bring all the things, because you may not have the opportunity to purchase those on 24 hours a day, should we say. So, okay, so that's what went into the suitcase. Then this bag primarily held my pillow, but that's okay. You know me, you know what I like. Other things that are in here that might be of use, I brought a waterproof cover for my phone, so that if I want to go swimming and I want to take pictures of the fish, this really works. It's called Pelican. I've taken this to 3 or 4 different places for diving and for doing snorkeling. It really works. It floats, and it's also waterproof. There's lots of these out there. This just happens to be the one I have. It works really well. Also, I should get my toiletries out. Little mini shaver for the legs. Lots of cords, of course, because you can never have enough cords. I actually brought more cords than I need. Tons and tons of cords, because you never know when one of them is going to freak out. The Box of Awesome, which you are familiar with, which if you aren't, I'll show you real quick. This is my kit with all of my emergency supplies in it. You can see a full video about this here on YouTube or anywhere else. I talk about this a lot. If you go to my blog, you can see a blog about this. It's tweezers, it's medications, Band-Aids. It's sort of like a first aid kit on steroids, like a practical first aid kit. So you can pack it with whatever you want. Always keep that with me. And what else is in here? Oh, a backup battery. Now, so far we haven't had any problem charging on Virgin. Virgin is great because they have outlets everywhere, even upstairs in the restaurant. You can plug your phone in. Disneyland's going to be different. Disney World, they may not have that. So this is one of these battery packs that you could charge your phone. I think it's up to 4 times. I like to bring this because how sad would it be if you ran out of batteries on your phone during a really fun vacation? So I like having this around. I also recommend, I'm not like a fearmonger, but I brought masks with me because you just never know. If you get on a ship and you hear everybody coughing, just mask. It's okay. There are people on the ship that are wearing masks. It's fine. You know, you don't feel like you're being paranoid or anything. Even for a cold or the flu, I think it's a smart thing just to have these, an N95, and then I have a really comfortable fabric mask that I made myself that I have just, you know, if I wanted to sleep on the plane with a mask on. So I think those are nice things to bring also. In the side pocket, I've got a fan. Do you know how humid it is in Florida? I did not. I've never been to Florida. I'm really glad I brought this. It makes Thailand look dry. Just some vitamin supplements, and then another one of these waterproof ponchos, just in case for a friend, if I need to loan it out to a friend. I think that's about that. So a couple of other little extras I want to show you. You got to come along with me. Come on. Come on. It's okay. I'm not going to show you my underwear or anything. Laptop, of course. Water bottle. This is very important because here on Virgin Cruises you can have unlimited drinks that are non-alcoholic, but there's cups only. So if you want to take drinks back to your room, you're going to need a water bottle. You can get one, a swag one that says Adventures with Sarah. You have to ask for it though, because they're kind of special. They're for our VIPs. I have here a fan that runs off of USB power. It's for cruise ships, and I love it so much. Not only does it help with air circulation, it helps if you happen to have a roommate that purrs while they sleep. So I happen to have a roommate that purrs. So this is very helpful because it's like white noise, but also moves the air around. And then this is one in particular. Come and zoom in a little bit on this. I'll unplug all the cords. This is a power strip that I got. It's called One Beat. We'll put the information for this up on the website, but it is made for cruises because apparently you cannot bring just any power strip. And while there are some outlets in this room, really there's one on my side over here, and there's a couple of USB outlets, but I think it's smarter to have many options because we all have so many things to recharge. I've obviously got my AirPods, my watch, my phone, all that stuff. So that's a really smart thing to do. Okay, back over here. And oh, one more thing here. I've got, oh, it's still hot, I think. Another hot tip for a tour or a cruise, bring an insulated mug for coffee in the morning. That way you can just go up to the galley and you can get a thermos full of hot coffee, and it stays hot all day. I think I filled this up probably 6 hours ago and it's still hot. But this is a really nice thing to do. So a lot of people I've seen have had these thermoses. Then I also brought, for excursions, I brought a little packable purse. This just kind of balls up into nothing, and I brought that as a nice little sling. I like the ones that go across the front of you, so that if you're in a place that you don't know, you can feel a little bit more safe. So an extra bag. And then my typical toiletries bag, which is just makeup. Important things are sunscreen, a face moisturizer with sunscreen. I brought mosquito repellent, good idea for islands. I brought Benadryl, just in case you get bitten by mosquitoes or stung by a bee. I brought shampoo and conditioner, but so far the stuff on the boat is pretty good. I haven't used this yet. And then lots of makeup, because you know, maybe you don't wear, I don't wear a lot of makeup. I wear maybe lipstick and that's it. I brought tons of makeup because you're going to parties. Have fun. Do something sparkly. This is something I would never ever use or take with me anywhere. It's sparkly eyeshadow. It was like $4 and we had so much fun with this last night. Be crazy and wild and have a good time. Why not? You're on a cruise. It's fine. So I think that's probably just about everything that I've brought with me. Oh, last but not least, here on Virgin Cruises, you are allowed 2 bottles of wine per person. So I went to the store in Miami and I grabbed 2 bottles and it saved me probably a lot of money because each glass of wine is about $10 here. So this is another hot tip for packing. And when we got to the terminal, we could check our main bag, take our small bags and our wine, and just walk onto the ship. that way. So those are my suggestions for packing for a Virgin cruise. I'll follow this up with a blog on my website if you want to know exactly the things I'm suggesting and have a packing list. But of course, you're going to make different choices than me. But my idea for you is pack light, be festive, and have fun, because what is life for if not to have fun? So thanks for joining me for another packing adventure, and I'm going to be doing more of these in the coming days, so keep an eye on YouTube. Thanks for joining us.